afternoon, everybody. My name is Chris Gorey. I'm the National Load Slope Manager for Polyglass, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be here today launching SPARC. I want to introduce Marco Miotto. He is our Customer Success Manager, and honestly, without him involved in this project, I'm not sure it ever gets done. So, Marco, thank you. I want to start off by telling you guys a story of how we got to the spot where we are today. This started 4 years ago. It was pretty basic. 4 years ago, we were talking about just putting a submittal package builder on our website. Something easy. Most manufacturers have it. We didn't really have a good process for it, so we were like, okay, what can we do better? People that know me, especially within this company, I hate Me Too products. Me Too products, that's like no love. We want to do something different. So 2 years ago, we started mapping this out. Okay, what do we want to do? We want to make submittal packages easier to put together. With specs, same thing. How can we make that easier? Now we want to know, okay, if you have a substitution request, how can we make that easier? Then full submittal packages and system levels. They're all the same language, talking about the same stuff. Is there a way we can combine all these elements into one product? So 2 years ago, we meet in Denver, Colorado. We have about 12, 14 of us in a room. We started mapping it out. This is going to be easy. We cursed a lot. We yelled at each other. For 3 days, we drank a lot. It was horrible. And we realized this system is going to be impossible. I left so deflated after 3 days. But we kept at it. We kept at it. We had an awesome team that put this together, and we exceeded all of our expectations. And I'm pretty sure we're going to do that same thing for you guys. So at the last minute, have you ever needed any of this stuff? Full system specification, signed system letter, submittal package, substitution request for custom detailed drawings. If you haven't done any of those, you're not a contractor. It's every one of you guys. We all go through this. It happens all the time. So we went out and listened to our customers. What do you need? What's important? And we wanted to build a program that would make you more efficient, because time is money. We say that all the time. Is it possible to do it? And actually, our original goal was to create this package in under 30 minutes. Create every document that you would need in under 30 minutes. Then that goal became 15 minutes. And quite frankly, we have it down to under 10 minutes. We want to eliminate the risk for submittal errors. This happens all the time. We come across specs, we see stuff all the time. Wrong ASTM numbers or wrong products calling things out. In fact, just over the last couple of weeks, I had a spec come across my desk that had JP Stevens listed in it. It went out of business 15 years ago. So these things happen. There's a lot of copy and paste. We want to eliminate all that. We want to build a program that had all the logic built into it so you couldn't make a mistake. We want all the logic built in there so that way you couldn't build a system that we wouldn't want to. We want you to be confident in what you put in. We want this program to be available to our preferred and quantum contractors. We have a lot of registered contractors that can do work with Polyglass. But our preferred and quantum, that's our next tier. Those are the guys that are doing a lot of commercial work out there. So we want to give them an edge up in their competition. What made it so difficult is Polyglass has over 1,100 configurations of membranes for a roofing system. 1,100. And that does not include insulation or cover boards. That is just membranes. We have SBS, we have mop products, torch, cold applied, self-adhered, APP products, where torch and self-adhered. Then you have fiberglass and polyester reinforcements. You have combo mats. With our polyfresco, our white reflective caption, we have all sorts of configurations with just that one membrane. And then depending on the length of the warranty, look, there's several combinations you might want to do, but you're not going to get the warranty length that you're looking for. So we've put together the most user-friendly, comprehensive submittal package generator in the industry. And I promise you there's nothing even closer. We've linked it to our contractor portal. So this is where all the contractors go online, they submit their warranties, they can get all their information, they can track their jobs. Very easy for them to get to. These packages are customized with your logo and also your qualification with Polyglass, so your preferred contractor, quality contractor. It's integrated with our technical, warranty department, and customer success team. Why is that important? We wanted to make this available so that way you put all the information in one time, and you can come back for any document you might need just on that one job. When that job is awarded, one click, and that goes right to our warranty department because we've already decided that warranty's good to go. And right away, our tech reps get that information and they start scheduling their appointments. And we truly believe by doing all this, we are giving our contractors a competitive edge. So we're going to get right into the demo. For some of you over there, I might want to move over some. So this is what you can see when you log into your portal. Right? Here we're just going to basically click on every document that this is capable of making. So we have your system letter, your spec, all your PDSs, SDSs, any information that you might need in a full submittal package. This page here, this will be putting in your job information. Real simple, nothing crazy. And then in a couple clicks, it's going to bring you into the configurator. And this is where all the magic happens. So this is SPARC. Just some of the basic questions it's going to start asking you. Or, is this a low slope? Because very soon we're going to have our coatings and waterproofing division also all in this program. It's going to ask you what kind of warranty, what length of warranty that you're looking for. And then, a lot of roofs have multiple decks, so if you want to split a specification for multiple decks, you can do that very easily. This is the codes section of it, so if you need your ULs, FMs, line gains, all that kind of stuff, start clicking on them and start adding them into the specification. Okay. Where are we at? New construction. My eyes are getting bad on me, guys. I apologize. All right, so here you start talking about the deck. What kind of deck do you have? And you start building a 3D image of it on the right side of the screen. I want you to think, if you're giving a presentation to, say, an HOA or any of your customers, you can really explain what all these different decks can do for you. And we give you a good graphic. You can zoom in, zoom out, all that kind of good stuff. Here we're going to pick concrete deck. This is a re-roof system that we're doing. And it's just going to start asking basic questions. What's the slope of the deck? Is it dead flat? Great. Then you're going to have to put a taper system. We don't warranty any jobs that are dead flat. So you have to add slope to it. So it will remind you as you go through this, don't forget the taper system. We're going to prime this deck, and we're going to torch down an SBS membrane. You will see right here it gives you the option APP or SBS, and it's going to give you the options of what membranes you can use in that system. Yeah, so to pick an SBS, we were going with our Elastiflex S6. Next section is going to ask you about insulation. Is there going to be ISO? Yes. Again, we're going to have taper. If you have multiple types of insulation, you can add that in there. So maybe you're doing a hybrid system with polyiso and EPS. You can document all of that right here. Or we're just doing one layer, 2-inch ISO, and then we're going to add a taper system in here as well. And then you can put in R value, average R value, whichever document or type of insulation that you need to put. We have our polytherm ISO, then we have ISO by others also listed in here. And now we're going to start asking you about your cover boards. We have all the cover boards out there in the industry that you possibly use. So you pick which one that you're going to want. You put in the dimensions of that, 1/2 inch, 5/8, 1/4 inch. So we're picking our Polytherm HD, 1/2 inch, and the rest of that gets added into the visual. Right after this, you're going to add the membranes, right? So here, we just give you the basic outlines of how you have to enter into the system. We're going to start with our base sheet. This particular system that we're building for you is a sticker entorchment system. So we're going to do a self-adhered base. And because we're doing a 20-year warranty, it's already eliminated the products that won't fit for that warranty. We're picking our Elastobase SAV Plus, and you can see where it's listed on there. You can tell you the ASTM number, the thickness of that membrane. In the picture itself, that's exactly how our membranes look on the roof with all the measurements laid out on it. We're picking the cap sheet now. We're going to go with an APP Polyfresco. That's our white reflective cap sheet. Again, it's only giving you the options that qualify for that 20-year system. And now you have your roof built. Now right here, especially if you're doing a presentation in front of your customer, you can actually zoom in on each picture, get more information on that roll. You'll see how it's packaged, they'll give you its weight, its dimensions. You can actually explode the deck, so you can explain to your customer, hey, what each product can do for you. What does a base sheet mean? What does the installation? How's all that laid out? Then the next item it's going to ask you is flashings. Thank you. So for the flashings, this is important for your specification. So we're going to say for your wall flashings are going to be similar to the field. Just leave that as is. But then our penetration flashings, we're going to give you the options for liquid flashings or membrane. This one we did liquid. We're using our Polyflash 1C. Gives you also an option for PMMA. Now we also, when we started this program, we said, hey, for our substitution requests, what are the questions that you need? How do you properly fill out a CSI document for an architect or a specifier? We have all that information in here so you can pick which you're going to substitute those products for. So right here we're saying this is a TPO system and we're going to substitute a mod bit system. Then you go right in there your paragraph or the page and the paragraph to meet the needs of that specifier. And also the specifier's name. One of my favorite parts of this is coming up, and that's the detail drawings, because you can pick from a variety of details, and in the final package, you're going to get each membrane is going to be called out, which with whatever you picked in the configurator. You'll see what that looks like in just a moment. So here we're just picking some basic details we want to show in that specification. And at this point, we're going to save the document. That's it. All those documents that you requested, that you wanted, are done. That took, I think when we did this, about 8.5 minutes to do a full specification. Now this document that we're going to show you is about 88 pages long. Extremely quick, extremely intuitive to help you build this out. So this is the portal here that you see for our contractors. You can see where just these documents showed up. Now we're going to skip over to the specification itself. So these submittal packages, and we've talked to contractors, you guys know these things can take hours to put together. There's a lot of companies that even have one specific person, this is how they spend their day, is just putting together these submittal packages. So this is the cover page. This is where your company logo would go, because we have that in our database. Gives you a visual of what that roof system looks like. First thing that you're going to come across is a system letter. This is the signed system letter. from our technical manager, signatures on it, and all the products that you need to use to complete that job. You go further down, now we get into the long spec. Now this part, there's a lot of stuff going on in the spec. We're just going to kind of quickly go to the meat of it. And you can see where it calls out the 20-year warranty, the products, the insulation, the membranes that you picked out, and then even the flashing details. Now, depending on the deck that you picked, if you did concrete deck, steel deck, wood deck, it would have the preparation details in there of what you would have to do for that specific deck. The next thing that you're going to see, eventually, get through the spec, will be a sample warranty that should be requested early on in here. So this is a 20-year sample warranty, part of the package. And then we're going to get to the detailed drawings. Now this, I don't know if this laser will work from here. Nope. You can see it points out exactly where the Elastobase SME and the Polyfresco G are listed out. And they're pointed out exactly the way they should be, customized to that specific job. After this section, we come across to all your PDSs and SPSs. All those documents that you typically have to click on and put in a bundle and correlate together, all of that's already been done for you. You don't have to put any thought into it. Now, if you do use a product, say like Dense Deck or Secure Rock, it's a cover board, that is not a Polyglass product, you'll see a stop sign that comes up in the document that will tell you, hey, don't forget, you got to change this out and put in the PDS for that other product. And this section can be several pages. I mean, I think in this particular document, there's about 48 pages worth of PDSs and SPSs that go into it, so they can drag out. Then the very last thing is a substitution request form. And this is exactly a CSI document that you would need to give to a specifier or architect, calling out the membranes and the pages that it's located in the original spec. I know that seemed very easy, very simple. I promise you, it really is that easy and simple. It's not a lot of work to put together one of these packages.